Howdy. It's back to the new range of movie figures this time, starting with Breakaway. His vehicle mode is an F-35 fighter jet. Though the actual character isn't featured in the film, the jet itself makes an appearance at some point. As far as this toy goes, it looks pretty nice, like a lot of the alt modes from the movie lines. It has good proportions, and for the most part the colour scheme is fitting for a military jet. The beige by itself is a bit on the bland side, but there's some camouflage deco on the top to break it up. Then you have these green and baby blue bits here and there, including on the wheels. Blue, bloody wheels. It ruins the disguise element and just doesn't fit in at all. It's like he was meant to be in the Allspark Power subline last year. For features, well, all three wheels roll, but this is the only one that works like proper landing gear. Technically, you can open the cockpit window too, which exposes his robot head. Heck, even when it's closed, it's still visible. The head looks a little like a cockpit interior to be fair, but it's still a bit of a lazy design choice. He also has a fair amount of undercarriage junk, but that's unavoidable with jet formers. Again, only these blue bits hurt the appearance. There's a little variation of the classic jet transformation, where the cockpit would normally form the chest, and the rear section would form the legs. While that's partially the case here, the fins end up on his back, like so. And as you've seen already, the cockpit conceals the head. The nose cone is pushed down, and looks awkward sticking out of his chest like that. Thank Primus it ain't 2 centimeters lower. Breakaway's robot mode is very hunchbacked, which is a unique style for a jet former. It's something that could only really be pulled off in the movie line. Also, his feet are very human-like. Again, an interesting design choice. His head sculpt looks like some kind of breathing helmet, what with the air tubes coming out of the sides. The window sits behind the head in a way that reminds me of Armada Thrust, which probably explains the upcoming repaint, albeit with the colours of Generation 1 Thrust. Talking of colours, he loses his camouflage deco, and now we have more of that green and blue exposed. To me, they should have used either one or the other. Put the two together and it looks kinda garish. Articulation is so-so. The back kibble interferes with balancing a little, but the ankle joints bend sideways to help support him. Sadly, the head doesn't turn, but the waist would turn if it weren't for the back kibble locking it in place. His gimmicks aren't anything spectacular. On his right arm, you rotate this wheel, and the cannon rotates with it. There's also his Mecha Live feature. When rotating his lower arms round, the gears visible in the upper arm move along too. Again, it's nothing major, but at least these gimmicks don't cripple the robot mode, like with Rampage. Overall, Breakaway's a decent figure, but if you want some version of this mold, I suggest either picking up one of the darker variants, if you can find them, or wait for the upcoming Thrust repaint. Both look better in my opinion, more so in Thrust's case. Next I'm reviewing the Constructicon Rampage. So see you then!